Good morning, everybody. Happy weekend. If you're watching live, of course, happy weekend. So glad to see that you're here with me, and I hope you are ready to work. Rizzo's ready to work. She's fired up, yawning, perfect start, wiggling. We are ready to get to work this morning. So this is going to be a hot and sweaty mess, probably. And that's all right. That is all right. We got the weekend to recover and start our Monday knowing that we really killed it this weekend. So what we're doing today, all you're going to need is yoga mat, floor support, whatever it is that makes you comfy cozy in the floor. It's the only thing you're going to need today. No equipment needed. We're going to get a hot, sweaty workout with nothing but our beautiful bodies to apply all the pressure that we need. So we're doing a Tabata workout again today. It's just going to be set up a little bit different than when we did that trick-or-treat Tabata, where we just kind of had it in segments of 2 exercises. So we're going to switch it up a little bit today, and we're going to go for 3 15-minute kind of circuits. So it's a little bit different setup, but don't worry, you're not going to get lost. I got a timer to guide us through it, so we'll be just fine. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I cover it right. So we're doing 3 15-minute Tabatas. We're doing one that's going to be straight up cardio. We're doing one that's lower body, and we're doing one that's core. Keep in mind though, all of it's going to be cardio in a sense because we're going to be moving fast, hard and heavy, no long breaks until we get all the way through that 15-minute segment. So it's all going to have a touch of cardio to it. Just round one is going to be all cardio. So that's kind of what we're looking at. We're going to have 5 exercises in each of these 3-minute circuits. Now 5 exercises, we're going to do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So that means we're going to go through that set of 5 exercises 3 times. I know I'm giving you a million things to think about. Don't worry, you got me. I'm coaching you through. No big deal. I just want you to sort of wrap your brain around what we're doing. So if you have an exercise you hate in one of the segments, you only have to do it 3 times, only for 40 seconds, okay? So let that kind of calm your nerves a little bit. I know when we do something new, it can get a little scary. So also know, this is not my wheelhouse either. Hardcore cardio is not in my wheelhouse. It used to be all I did, and then I discovered it really wasn't that necessary, and it really shouldn't be your only form of exercise, so it is definitely not in my wheelhouse either. So I'm going to be right there with you, sweating, panting, probably wishing it was over at some point, but it's all good, right? We have to push ourselves, we have to challenge ourselves. That's one of the ways that we grow. So at the end of the 15 minutes, we'll take a 3-minute break. So it's going to be a healthy break, catch a breath, calm down, and get ready for your next segment. So I just want you to remember in that 3-minute break, I don't want you to get cold. You shouldn't, because of all the work that we've done before. I really don't think you're going to get cold in a span of 3 minutes, but just make sure you don't. So if you notice that you're coming off that simmer and down to a chill, then I want you to start marching or jump roping or walking around your house, something to make sure that you don't go totally cold, especially in a workout like this. So again, don't panic, hang in there, we're cool, it's good, we're just trying something new today. Always modify if you need it. I will show you lots of modifications in the cardio portion because that's where we have the most things like jumping, stuff like that. So, you guys know I don't jump. So I will definitely have modifications for you there. And let's see. Yeah, just all of our standards. So add music if you need it. Facebook, I'll be checking for questions at the end of each 15-minute segment. So I'll be popping in, making sure that everybody's taken care of and that our video is still running, of course. And just the last 2 things I always ask. Please share these workouts, share my page, subscribe on YouTube, all of those good things that help me kind of get that message out and just share the positive things that we're doing. You know, like I always say, exercise and fitness is more than just weight. It's more than what you see in the mirror. It's what you feel. It's what you think. It's so much more. So please share that message and help others have this great response that we are having. And lastly, if you do wish to donate any funds to me for these workouts, it is the only payment I receive for these workouts, so it is greatly appreciated. Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. All right, guys, so I am going to kind of get our timer, make sure it's all set, grab some water, make sure if you don't have something to catch some sweat and you're a sweater like me, have a little towel close by, make sure you've got your water, and I'll check the video and we'll get going. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, looks like we're looking good. So I'm going to tell you the first 5 exercises that we're doing, just so again, you can kind of mentally prepare and you can start thinking about your modifications in case you need it. So we're going to start with a walkout with a push-up. The walkout is kind of a nice stretch to get our body woke up. If the push-up is too much for you for round 1, like if you're just at the bed, you're kind of creaky, then just do the walkout, add the push-up on round 2 and 3. And I'll show you, of course, how to modify into the push-up from your walkout. So walkout push-up, jumping jacks, burpees, fast feet, skaters. Okay, so we've got a 20-second break between each exercise, so that'll give me a chance to show you what we're going to do. But I just want you to sort of mentally be ready for what's going on. So the walkout with a push-up, I will go ahead and show you because there's no warm-up time for that, no break time for that. So the walkout, I hope I'm still in the camera here, I think I am, is we're going to come down, try and keep our legs straight, and then we're going to walk out into a plank. Take as many steps as you need to get to your plank. And then from here, if you're going to modify your push-up, you drop your knees, push up, come up, and walk it up. Obviously, if you're not modifying your push-up, then you just push up right out of your plank. All right? Okay, guys, so when I hit start, that timer's just going to go. You're not going to hear a bell. You're not going to hear a ding. So I'm just going to say 3, 2, 1, go. You get going. I'll meet you here. I'll be right behind you. All right. So we've got 3, 2, 1. Let's work, guys. 40 seconds. It'll go fast. Walk it out. Push it up. Walk it back up. Woo, good work, guys. This is a good stretch down the back of those legs. Again, take as many steps with your hands as you need to. I'm on the shorter amount of steps just because I've done these for a long time. If you need more steps, take more steps. All right, so we've got jumping jacks. So you guys all know jumping jacks, right? These guys. Right, so jumping's not good for me. I can do a few, but that's about it. So if you're going to modify, we're going to stand to the center here. So not a power jack. We're not in our leg segment just yet. So if you're modifying, you're here, moving as fast as you can. Or of course, full jumping jack here. Just make sure if you're jumping, guys, land light on your feet. It's always what I ask. Even if you have no problems whatsoever, and jumping is a breeze for you, land lightly. That's how we protect those joints. Even here, modifications, make sure you're not stomping your feet into the ground. Touch lightly. All right, burpees coming up next. It's only 40 seconds. I'll show you the full version once we get started, and I'll show you how to modify if you need it, okay? Let's see, I need to shuffle my timer where I can see it a little more clearly. There we go. All right, so burpee, we can add a little hop, step back, jump up. That's our full version. Or modify, you can step back, step up, stand. All right. I just don't do the hop at the top. Again, make sure you're landing lightly with those feet. All right, see, it goes by so fast. All right, we've got fast feet, also called football run, if you've done some group fitness. So we're gonna have feet apart, chest high. We're gonna be light on those feet. Let's go. So football run. Don't worry, we all jiggle. Definitely not an exercise I ever wanted to do on camera because I know everything's jiggling. But it's all right. Almost everybody jiggles, right? If If you get bored, we can switch it up and go left, front, right, front, right, front, right, front, left, front. Woo! Switched up on you there, huh? How many people went right and went left? All right, last thing we have is skaters. So we're gonna do skaters. You can do in kind of a muscle building way or a cardio way. It's the same movement. It's just how much you kind of squat into it. So skaters, if we were working on muscle, we'd slow it down and really drop in. Cardio wise, we're looking to stay lighter, move faster, generally be a little taller, but you still want to be sinking in to that squat. We're just not looking to go so deep. You can also just take any hop out of it and just do a big step. Woo! Made it through the first 5. We're back to the top. So we got the walkout with a push-up coming up next. As you notice, I just kind of continue to pace. It's really not good to go from high, 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 and then just stop and stand still. All right, walk out with a push-up. Remember, dropping the knees is of course optional. If you are a rock star and can push up full, please do so. It is just too much for my constantly angry right shoulder. Woo! All right, we got jumping jacks coming out next. So yeah, guys, it's always good. Just kind of active recovery. Just doing a little step tap is plenty. Not looking to go into high knees as a break. All right. So remember, for modifying these jumping jacks, I really want you to move fast. And again, fast is relative. It's what fast means to you. If you're a beginner, fast might not look like this. That's okay. Fast for you. What feels challenging to you. We're not looking to keep it casual today. Make sure you're breathing, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, burpees coming up next. Whew. Just keep on grooving. I posted on Instagram this morning my morning groove, so that's what I'm still kind of hearing in my head as I step tap along. All right, we got burpees. Let's go. Try to make it as fluid as possible. Can you hop back, hop up, in just 2 movements? If the answer is no, I need to take a sec. Then take a sec. If the answer is yes, do it. We are not holding back today. So also why you don't stop when you hear that first bell. I know your brain's like, oh, thank goodness, the bell. And you go ahead and stop. You notice I got 1 more whole burpee in that countdown. So don't sell yourself short. Keep going to the final bell. Fast feet. Left. Back. Right. Front. Front. Ooh, did you move? Right. Keep going. Left. Front. We're almost there, guys. 5 seconds. Keep breathing. Woo! That's always a fun one. I used to do a group fitness. We do partner work sometimes, and I let a partner lead their person in it. It was awesome. Always led to some laughs, for sure. Especially because some people would throw in burpee in the middle. All right, we've got our skaters. So, remember you can hop, a little light hop from side to side, or just take a big step. Either way, works for me. Just make sure you're using those arms. That's part of what gets that cardio going. Arms and legs moving at the same time. Again, landing lightly. Imagine a skater. That's why they're called skater, because you're pushing that back foot. Woo! All right, 2 rounds done. We got one more trip through, and this first 15-minute segment will be over. See, it goes by so fast, right? Woo! So we got walk out with a push-up. Coming up, grab your some water if you need it. You got 3 seconds. All right, let's walk it out. Whew. So like I said, your goal here is to have minimal steps with your hands. But take as many as you need. So it's kind of that sweet spot of take as many as you need, but challenge yourself. How many do you really need? So you want to be able to keep your body flat as you're going down. Whew. All right, that's the last one of walkouts. Already done. So we got our jumping jacks coming up next. Whew. Adjusted knee close. I know, doing cardio. Have the girls extra strapped down today. Jumping jacks. Again, moving it. What's a fast pace for you? If you're in this modification. If you're in a full jumping jack, make sure you're landed lightly. Barely hear my feet, right? Good work, guys. We're about 5 seconds. Boom. All right, that one's done. We got burpees. And then only 2 more after that. Last set of burpees, guys. Feels so good. All right, let's get set up for our burpee. It's coming. Whew. So try to make these as fluid as possible. As my hands are touching the ground, my feet are already jumping back. As my feet hit the ground at the back, I'm already loading to jump forward. Woo! All right. Woo, get my mat all crooked. Woo. I think I amped that one up a notch. Something about knowing it's the last set you have to do, right? I feel like my hair, yep, definitely going crazy. Fast feet. Fast feet left. Front. Holding that core nice and tight. Right. Back. Left. Front. Left. Right. 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 Oh, hold here, guys. Almost there. Woo! All right. Just one exercise left. We've got skaters. And then we are done with the cardio. Woo. And we'll keep moving. All right, skaters. So again, we're not sinking quite so low. We're not in that super muscle building skater. We're still sinking in, putting that quad to work. But it's more about moving quickly, using those arms. You can have a little hop like I'm doing. You can have a big leap, or you can step it out. Almost there. That's our break, guys. So we got 3 minutes. Catch our breath, calm it down. If I notice the recommended break was 3 minutes. However, I notice that if I'm starting to come down, I'm starting to get cold, then we will probably skip ahead a little further and not quite take the 3 minutes. But we'll see how it goes. We'll play by ear. 3 minutes feels like a long break to me, but we're already at 2 and 25 seconds, so maybe not. So definitely take this opportunity. Get some water, towel off if you need to, catch your breath. But again, don't get cold. You see I'm still side to side stepping. Just want to keep that body moving. We come to a dead stop, we can get cramps, our blood can pool. We don't want any of that. So just keep a little bit of movement. If you are busted and blown out, I mean, this can be a little bit of movement. Not asking for superhero here. Just keep moving a little bit. I am going to check our video as always, get some water. I'll meet you back here. We'll see how we're feeling. Also going to adjust my mat a little bit. I normally have some weights holding my mat down. With all of our fun decorations, there's really not room for the weights, which is fine. I'd much rather have fun decorations. All right. So we've got a minute left, so I think this is perfect. So I'm going to take this time just to sort of tell you where we're going next. So we're going into our lower body squats. We're going to do a squat and an alternating side leg raise. So we're going to squat, lift to the side, squat, lift to the side. I want to make sure though, when you squat and lift, it's a squeeze through that hip and that booty, not a squat kind of side kick. It's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a squat with a controlled lift to the side. We're going to do alternating back lunges or plyo lunges if jumping is available to you. I'm not even sure I can honestly demonstrate one to you. I'm going to come super close so I have stronger footing. But in a plyo lunge, you would come down and jump. So, too much impact for me, but if that's available to you, knock it out. It's time to get started. Woo! All right. Squat, lift. Squat, lift. Squat, lift. Oh, we have a visitor. Hi, Rue. Squat, lift. Watch out, I don't want to kick you. Oh, watch out. Good girl. You here to cheer for us? Watch out, I don't want to kick you. You're standing right in the kick zone. We got 10 seconds. Almost there. Woo! All right, so we got that alternating back lunge or the plyo lunge. So guys, if you are going for that plyo lunge, Knock it out. I'm not telling you not to. I just can't do it with you. Just make sure if you're jumping, you're landing light, and as you jump, as you transfer feet, that you're not landing and then squatting, that you land into it. Okay? All right. Ruth, watch out, baby girl. Come on. Or you can be here with me, just stepping back into that lunge. Option is to drop your knee all the way to the floor. Trust me, that wasn't an option for me for about 3 years. Just a recent development. And I have to be careful how much I use it, for sure. All right. So we're going into what's called a drop squat. So this has a little bit of element of jumping to it. But I can show you how to modify out of it. But it's not so much a jump as it's kind of a little bounce. So we're going to start to the center. And we jump out to squat and then come back in. So it can be a teeny little hop like this. But if that little hop is not for you, squat to the side, center, squat to the side, center, okay? So make sure all of your squat rules are in place, right? We're still sitting our hips back behind us. Don't let that little hop throw your game off. Now, we're going down to the floor for the next 2 exercises. However, if your heart rate is crazy high, I don't want you to go down to the floor. I want you to modify. We're going to do fire hydrants. So to modify, you be here, you bend, and you open to the side. So if your heart rate's crazy high, that's where I want you. Otherwise, meet me in the floor. We're going left leg out to the side. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. I know you love sweat. Ah, good girl. Thank you. I know, so salty. Woo. I was like, all the sweat that collected on my head is now running forward. Perfect. All right, so we're doing the other leg. So you can just stay down here. Oh, good stretches. Whoa, that's a great example of what we should do after this workout. Good girl. All right, we've got the right side. All right, flex that foot. We're at a 90, and we open to the side. Let's make sure both of those hip points, thank you for the cleanup, are facing down to the floor. So we make sure that you're not opening like this, that everything's flat to the floor. You're just opening that leg. It's called a fire hydrant, because think of a dog you peed on a fire hydrant. That's what you're working with here. Perfect, guys. Bring it up. We are done with cycle 1. We're going back to that squat, the alternating side leg raise. Yes, as you can see, we're working legs, but with that side leg raise, with fire hydrants, we're also getting some booty in there. It's hard to work one and not the other. Whew. All right, squat back, lift. Again, making sure that leg lift isn't making you squat incorrectly. So we're squatting the more narrow, like a hip width squat. Lift to the side. Again, make sure it's a squeeze out to the side, that you're not just throwing your leg out there with a side kick. Which also, chances are that would be very poor form on a side kick too. So, for multiple reasons, don't do that. All right, next up, alternating back lunges, or your plyo jump lunge. whichever one you want to work in today. I'm going to come up towards the front of the mat, get a little extreme close up with you guys, just so I have room to step back into my lunge. Make sure those hips are squared off. And we step back. Good work, guys. Make sure as you push to stand up, you're driving through the back of that front foot. Push that floor away from you. Stand up. Also make sure when you step back, you're stepping back in line with that hip. So often we step back and we almost step directly behind our front leg, which makes our balance get crazy off. Woo! There we go. So we got those drop squats. Every time I say drop squat, I think, drop it like it's hot. That's your Snoop Dogg in my head, which is fantastic. Since I can't have music, I'll just choose to play drop it like it's hot in my head while we do this. All right, so here we stand tall, we jump out. So we're going to a wider squat here, not a sumo squat. Good. Remember, if you're not jumping, you just step out to squat, step out to squat. Doesn't have to be a big jump, just a little hop, just enough to get your feet off the air or off the floor. Woo! Perfect. Fire hydrants down to the floor. You got 14 seconds. You need to catch your breath a little before you go down or modify to the wall. Watch out, Ray. Watch out, I'm coming to see you. Hi. All right. We've got that 90. So you're squeezing. Lift out to the side. Make sure your tabletop form is still good, guys. That you've got wide, starfish fingers, pushing the floor away, head slightly looking out to the front. So often we do this. It's a bad position to put our neck in. Perfect. All right, we got our break, and we got the right side. Hi, I know, we're working so hard today. We are, I know, you're doing so much work already. All right, take it out. All right, open it up. You might notice for sure, one hip's a little tighter than the other. Very normal. Woo. Got sweat puddle building below my head here. And again, make sure you're squeezing to lift that leg, that it's not just throwing it up. All right, bring it up. We're through with round 2. Tripping. So, you can always, almost every exercise, you can cheat your way through in some way. And you don't even really mean to be cheating, so that's why I say, squat with side raise. Always give you those cues, like make sure you're squeezing. Because it's so easy to just throw your leg out there. And you're not doing it on purpose, you're not like, haha, this is so much easier. One, your body always finds an easier way, because it's like, why are you doing this the hard way? So it's gonna try to tell you, until you train it better, to do it the easy way. So when I say cheat, I don't mean that you're setting out to make your workout easier. It just happens. All right, that one's in the books. We've done that one 3 times. So we're alternating back lunge, or a plyo lunge. Just remember, if you're doing that plyo, more power to you. Just make sure you're landing lightly, and that when you land into that lunge, that you're not landing and then lunging, that you're landing into the lunge, okay? Good work, guys. I know, I'm extreme close up in you today. With this one. Woo! Awesome. All right, time to drop it like a squat. So got those drop squats. We got several levels of modification here. You do it to your ability. All right, drop, middle. So you notice even when I'm landing to the middle, it's a soft landing. It's not a big thud. Soft landing. And just like I was saying in those plyo lunges, I'm jumping and I'm landing into the squat, not jumping out and then squatting down. Is it more of a muscle challenge? Yes. Is it protecting your joints tremendously? Yes. All right. Fire hydrants. And then we're done with that section. I know. Oh, I know. It's not quite time to stretch yet, but thank you for the motivation. Yes, thank you. All right. Fire hydrants left. Let's go. Check that gaze. I'm really bad about dropping my head. Make sure you're looking out. Again, just slightly in front. You don't want to be here either. Just where you feel like your neck is in line with your spine. That's what we're looking for. You're surprised that we're doing fire hydrants without any bands, but with all this other leg work, you don't really need a band. I mean, you can take the extra challenge, but I'm feeling plenty of work without it. All right, Ruth, watch out. Let's go. Get tall through those hands. Don't let yourself start collapsing down to your shoulders. Last exercise, guys, then our break is coming. Whew. All right, guys, you made it. Round 2 is done. Round 2, 15 minutes of work straight is complete. So now, we're going to take our break. We have 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 45 seconds right now. And we're going to go into our core Tabata. This is all on the floor. Everything will be on the floor for this set. Oh. So, once your heart rate's calmed down, you can get down to the floor. But again, don't go down to the floor right now and lay down. You're going to get cold. So, take some time. I'll tell you when there's like a minute or so left. And then that's probably a good time. Start working your way into the floor and getting yourself set up. We're going to start face down. So, just so you have an idea where we're going. Whew. All right, I'm gonna get my water, check video, do all those things. Whew, we got 2 minutes on the clock. person today. Hey, Jim. So glad you have finally joined us. It makes me super happy to know that you're here. I love it. It makes me so happy. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. So proud of both of you. Killing it. I love it. By the way, I'll throw away, I'm going to have a minute and 18. Charlie and I are getting in the walking game. We've been doing some walking, hiking over at Long Hunter, so you guys can come join us. We talked about you guys, actually, while we were doing it, and said that we have to invite you guys. So you're being formally, in front of the public, being invited to come walk with us. All right, guys, we've got 57 seconds. So if you want to go ahead and get in the floor, you're welcome to. I'm going to stay up just because, I don't know, I'm just going to stay up. I'm just not going on the floor quite yet. So where we're going to go from here, we're going to go to plank with an alternating leg lift. Now, there's going to be some modifications, so I'm going to come on down now and show you. So plank, full plank. If we're doing the full version of the exercise, then we're going to be in our plank here, and then we're going to alternate lifting a leg, trying to stay flat. So trying not to do this to lift our leg. We're just squeezing here. If you're modified to your knees, same thing. Just a little lift here. Just make sure that you're keeping that core tight, and then when you lift that knee, you're not collapsing down into your lower back, that you're staying tall and squeezing up, okay? That's your options. All right, let's go. Remember, it's only 40 seconds. You can do it. So we're here, nice and tall, lift, lift. So we've got those big, wide starfish fingers. Push the floor away. Just like when we were doing the fire hydrants, keep that gaze slightly out in front of your hands. Keep that core tight, tight, tight. Belly flat, not sucked in, flat. You're modifying here. Lift, lift, lift. Got lots of options. All right, let's bring it down. We're going to do some old school sit-ups. Now, if sit-ups are not for you, I'm going to show you all the ways you can know it's not for you. And I want you to do a crunch instead. So sit-up will be here. And of course with a sit-up, we just sit up. So, sit-ups are here. But if we find that to do a sit-up, we're like doing all this like jerking and pulling through our legs, or that we have to like straighten our legs and pull in, then sit-ups aren't for us. Or if we're pulling through our head to get up, that's not for us. Then I want you to do a crunch. Imagine you've got a string to your chest and it's pulling you up to the ceiling. I don't often do sit-ups in workouts because they're really not for most people. And in fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and say, let's do crunches instead of sit-ups. Especially with all the other core work we're doing, I feel like most sit-ups are going to start breaking down on folks. So let's just do crunches. So, and I say just, like it's not, like that's easy. It's not easy. All right, we're going to do a waterfall crunch. So waterfall crunch, we have our feet straight up like we're standing on the ceiling. Again, chest with a string coming out of it. And we come up and try to touch our toes. But again, it's not really about can I touch my toes. It's the action of lifting my chest up towards my toes. If it's bothersome to have your arms up, then just support your head lightly. We're not pulling through our head. Lifting that chest. Perfect. All right. So we've got an alternating V-up. Again, we've got a lot of modifications here. So an alternating V-up, your legs are flat, you're supporting through this hand, and you come up. A full V-up, you come all the way up. But that's a lot. So we're going to do extended arm, extended leg, and come up. But we're going to alternate. So we drop back, come up. Drop back, come up. Again, chest lifts. You may not even get but a centimeter off the ground. You'll see, I'm barely coming up off the ground, but I bet you're feeling it all through this side body. Woo! All right, last one is we've got a Superman snow angel. So we're going to roll over to our belly. And I don't think I really have enough room. You know what? Change of plan. Let's do Superman lat pull down. So we're on our back. We're going to squeeze our back muscles to lift us up while we pull down. We're keeping our legs firmly planted, anchored on the floor. So I want you to imagine you've got a bar in your hand and you're pulling it down. Elbows come down towards your pockets. You're squeezing back muscles to lift up. Good. All right, let's flip it back over. Actually, no, we're staying belly down. That's right. Plank with those leg lifts. So now I flipped the script a little bit with some exercises there. I just started thinking with all this core work back to back, I don't know that we can maintain good form for some of those more advanced exercises. So we're not selling ourselves short. We are just being smart. So plank, leg lift. And again, it's a little leg lift. It's just a booty squeeze leg lift. We're not kicking up behind us. We are just squeezing, squeezing. You want elbows straight, but not locked. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, all stacked over one another. Wide fingers. Push that floor away. Perfect. Let's sit it back, and we're going for crunches. Actually, since I changed, no, we're getting plenty of side obliques in the other. So let's just go for crunches. So we're set up here. Thank you, Rizzo. Thank you for the support. We are just crunching our chest. So string, literally, like it's coming out of the center of your chest, pulling you up to the ceiling. So you can see I'm not craning through my head. Everything's staying in alignment. Core is working like crazy. So the core work isn't necessarily about bringing your chest down towards your ribs. It's that whole, you can feel it all kind of girdle in as you lift. Support your head, but again, just lightly. And the reason why I say lightly is if we really push into our head, then we're going to start doing this just naturally. It's going to happen. All right, so we've got our waterfall crunch. Feet come up to the ceiling, like you're standing on the ceiling. Perfect. So same thing, crunch up. You can try to touch those toes. If that's causing any strain in your neck or in your shoulders, then just support back here. Your choice. And again, it's not about touching the toes because then we start doing all this weird craning stuff. It's just about reaching towards them. Awesome. All right, so we've got that V up. If you are a pro and you can do the V up, knock it out. I'm not going to take this class there because most people will be following me and I don't want to encourage anyone to do anything that could hurt them. So I know that's how I originally wrote the class, but this is also when you listen to your body and know what's best. So arms up, feet extended, we reach up, back. So we're going opposites. So think flat across your middle, not sucked in. flat. Pelvic floor, take those muscles down and in, up and in. This helps work the lower abs, so you're not just pulling through those hip flexors to lift your leg, but your lower abs are actually pulling for you. Perfect. So we got the Supermans with the pull down. So we're going to roll over. Hi, Rizzo. Yes, I see you. Thank you. You've got your friends watching. Yes, your friend Jim is watching. Do you know your friend Jim? Yeah, he's watching. All right, watch out. Watch out. All right, guys, so set this up. Get those shoulders back and down. Belly engaged, booty squeeze, but you're not lifting your legs. You're just squeezing that butt as hard as you can. And we pull up. Squeeze through that back. Elbows down towards your pockets. Keeping that butt squeezed protects that lower back. Engage through those back muscles. Pull. So your core is not just your front. You've got core muscles all along that back. That's what we're working here. Beautiful, guys. We got one more trip through, and then we are done. Like done for reals done. All right. So we've got our plank with a leg lift. We've got 5 seconds. Get yourself set up. Watch out. All right. Squeeze it out. Remember, if you're modifying, drop your knees down and lift up. Just make sure that you're not arching your back and falling into it. Squeeze that booty, keeping that core tight. So much core work here. So much everything work, right? Beautiful. Bring it on down. We've got our crunches or full sit-ups. If that's where you're at today and you're feeling good in it, do it to it. I can't see you, so I can't tell you if you should be, but I showed you all those indicators of why you shouldn't be. So if none of those apply to you, then feel free to rock it out. If you're feeling lower back pain, neck pain in a full sit-up, then you need to back it out. Come to a crunch. Crunches are so great because aside from the mistake of pulling through your neck, there's not a lot that can go wrong for you in a crunch. And they're super engaging if you're doing them right. Chest up. Chest up. Woo! All right, we've got that waterfall crunch. Woo, I hope you guys are feeling it. I am definitely feeling it. All right, we got those feet up. We're standing on the ceiling. Also a nice hamstring stretch. Good. Shoulders back and down away from those ears. Lift that chest. Again, we're thinking reaching for toes, but the touching the toes is not important. It's just the direction that you're moving your body. But you can always support your head back here if you need to. Alternating V-ups. So we want to stretch out. You can take a moment, really stretch here. Ooh, just enjoy a moment of it. Okay. So we've got alternating opposites coming up. Chest lifts. starting at our head, we roll those shoulders back and down, away from our ears. And then we engage that core, we squeeze our booty tight, tight, tight. Almost so tight it lifts your legs a little, but you don't want your legs off the ground. And then we pull. Squeeze those back muscles to lift, and then drive those elbows down towards your pockets. Long, long neck. Tabata. So that was 45 minutes straight going at it. 45 minutes. We took 2 breaks in between, but that was it. So 45 minutes of work, 6 minutes of break, done. Pretty awesome, right? I hope you guys feel good. I hope you're sweaty, and I hope you are thoroughly worked, but not miserable, right? It's fun. It's a way to kind of stay entertained, have variety, and again, not doing anything for too long. So if you hate it, or if it's incredibly challenging, it's just long enough that you feel successful, that you did it, but you're not dying, right? So I thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're curious, why don't we do arms at all? Our next workout is going to be all arms. We're going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 arm workout or upper body workout. So that's why we left it alone today, so it'll be nice and fresh for when we meet again for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 upper body. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud for at least my one friend I know that was here. And just thanks, guys. Thank you so much. If you do wish to Venmo anything for these classes, at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. Otherwise, please just share, help get this word out, encourage others to get moving and do the awesome things that you're doing too. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you soon. Mwah! Oh, high five for Rue. Yes, yes, ma'am.